Alright, test, hello, hello. Test, hello, hello, hello. Testing. Alright, people, welcome to Life is Strange. Most of you have probably played this, some of you have not. This will be a somewhat spoilery playthrough, because I want to talk about big picture stuff, although I'll try not to spoil humongous plot twists. I was hoping to do this on my computer so I could use a mouse and so I could do video, but the Squeenix people are not liking me using software video capture right now on a Mac, so it's not going to happen for the moment. I have been doing some Stellaris. I'm going to continue to do some Stellaris. I've got Europa Universalis 4, the ultimate nerd boy strategy game. So I'm going to keep doing that on my computer. But I tried to do StarCraft now. I tried to do Life is Strange. It didn't quite work out for me. Just testing the sound right now. So now listen to the sounds of the Bizzle. I am a podcaster after all, not really a VODer. But I'll probably do a couple hours of this amazing game that I've experienced in a whole bunch of formats. And, you know, this game, hopefully I'm not too loud here. This is the game that got me back into gaming. It wasn't just because of the game, but I did love story-based point and click growing up, and I was really happy that they were still making games like this. I'd heard this was great. I loved Ashley Birch, who does Chloe's voice. We'll get back to her. And two of the sort of YouTubers that I first got into in sort of the modern age, Jesse Cox and Dodger, who work together and are best buds, and on the Co-Optional Podcast, the most listened to video game podcast and the best, in my opinion, on the internet. And I watched them play together, and I watched them play the prequel and the latest episode, and it's just really adorable. And I think watching other people play adventure games is the best thing, whether they're scary or weird or quirky or corny. It's great. So we're gonna jump right into this. Again, warning: I do know what I'm doing. One of these sort of side quest, or I should say mini games, is taking pictures, because Max is a photographer. I'm not going to ignore photos that are nearby, but I'm also not going to go crazy with the photo collectibles, because you can do that yourself if you haven't already. And I am going to read a lot of the, postings and journal entries and stuff as well, because I love it, but I'm not going to go crazy with that either. I mostly want to talk about why I think this game is properly, I was going to say underrated, but people love this game and it sold a lot of copies, and I don't think it's underrated. I think it is deservedly rated, and people claim to have problems with some of the dialogue and whininess of the characters, but as you play through not only this but the prequel and the bonus episodes and stuff, and you see where Max and Chloe are coming from, I think the character writing is amazing. And considering it's mostly dudes in their 30s and 40s in Europe, I think, who wrote a lot of this dialogue up until Ashley Birch came on board and started writing their best stuff, in my opinion. We will get back to that. They did an awesome job. So, here we go. Let's do it. Story-based game, feature player choice, consequence of all your game actions, decisions, yada yada. We'll debate whether that's the case. Alright. Oh shit. Did my sound go out, or is it like this? Is it gonna start making sounds? Oh boy. Oh boy. Why is it quiet? Freaking me out.
am I? What's happening?
Alright, so playing with a controller? I actually like sitting back on my couch and playing this, so...
How did I get here?
Can't be worse than my
And
phone.
where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
Alright, let's see if he gives me a little mini tutorial. Oh, sorry folks. Sorry to stop the drama, but I grew up with a flight stick, and so I am one of those weirdos that needs the inverted x-axis. Here we go. There we go. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Arcadia Bay. There's a lot of connections between this game and Donnie Darko. I'll talk about them soon. Kind of cool graphics. It's the Unreal 4 engine. Sort of minimalist when you first watch it, but you realize how brilliant it is as it goes on.
Holy shit.
Hanatel plays Max. Boom. All
That
right.
was so surreal.
So I will try to not go too quick or too slow with these early
But he could be
scenes.
talking about photography, as he
Because if
likely
you've been here
was.
before, you want to run
I'm in
to the
class.
first main
Everything's
juncture
fine.
of choice.
I am okay.
From light to shadow, from color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in
I
black and
didn't
white?
fall
But
asleep.
if you ignore
that
some
sure
of the,
didn't feel
the
like a dream.
kids early on, it really limits some of the cool
artist.
stuff you can
There
do.
you go, Victoria.
So we're
Why
in
artists?
a
Because
weird
of the images of hopeless faces.
artsy
You feel like
fartsy
totally
photo
haunted by the
class.
eyes of those sad
All right,
mothers and children.
let's look.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the
Monkey
class
Island was the
laughing at me
first
now.
major adventure game to offer you multiple things to do with things that you came across. But we will get back to Monkey Island, which I hope to cover here.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself.
I do love my
Seriously,
analog camera.
I could frame any one of you in a
I should take a quick picture now.
capture
So please no spoilers if you know what happens.
and any one of you could do that to me.
So I'm a bored little girl in class. I'm going to take a selfie with my Polaroid because that's what hipster chicks do in Arcadia Bay, Oregon.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for
So
selfie
one
expression.
thing that Life is Strange does so
couldn't
great
resist.
is whether you're a
The
guy or
point
girl,
remains
and
that the
regardless of your
portraiture
sexual
has always been a
orientation,
vital
your gender
aspect of art and
identification, you can
photography
really
first,
identify with the lead
long as it's been
characters in
around.
this, who are mostly female.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us
the way,
name of
I
the
did say
process
when
that
I
gave birth
finally
to the
stream this
first
that
self-portraits?
If you hang out in the chat room, I'll let you make choices for me. So that offer is on the table.
You're asking me? Let me think.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a
Oh,
sharp, reflective
Victoria.
style like a mirror.
This
now you're totally
dumb
stuck in the retro zone.
biatch.
Sad face.
Sorry, she
Very good,
sucks.
Victoria. The Daguerrean process.
Oh, here we go,
brought out fine
guys.
detail in people's faces,
Here we go.
making them extremely popular.
Here's
from
the journal.
1800s onward.
I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should. If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
We are early in the story here, and so for the sake of moving along, I'm not going to read all of this out loud. I probably will stop at some point and read through some of this. Just notice it's October 1st. Donnie Darko also takes place around the October Halloween time. I think one of the major events of this 5-episode series takes place on October 7th, which is my birthday. As you meet more characters, they show up here. So we already know that these characters are important. So, you know, basic game. Victoria's already being a biatch. Jeffrey seems like a creepy, pretentious camera instructor. And Kate, we don't know who she is, but she's definitely important. All right, so here's where the photos go. It says they're locked. You know, here's where stuff gets put. And if you're playing the game, you should try and get all the photos because it's a super fun experience. But right now, we're not going to dwell too long on it because I want to get through into the main story here. And of course, we have text messages. Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still a little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once, says Dad. Max. To Kate. Always, are you okay? Do you want to get tea later? Absolutely, I'll be free after 4. TTYL. I'm only going to read stuff that's directly pertinent to the plot early on. Mom, happy birthday, Maxine. We can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. XO. Warren. This is the love interest. Make sure you check out Nick Romantic on my flash drive. Mwahaha. Hey, Mad Max, let's bust shit up. Wait, I have to study for a physics test. If we bust anything, we have to measure its velocity. Don't ignore this message.
It was done by Robert
Warren.
Cornelius.
Sorry, really quickly. Ward is a very divisive character, I will say. I like him overall, but some people find him kind of creepy and overbearing.
You can find out
Like, of course, like with all adventure games, you can look at stuff and then you can interact with them.
online.
Oh,
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
so it's really
contest. I'll
great
fly
game
out with the winner to
design
San
that they
Francisco,
had
where
this
you'll be
early
feted
thing
by the art world.
move
Great
more
exposure,
quickly
and Kickstarter
than it had to. You might not have a
photography,
chance
so
to look at
Stella and
everything
Alyssa,
because
get it together.
even though the game
Taylor,
moves slowly at
don't hide.
times,
I'm still
it
waiting
moves
for your entry
really
to-
fast
Yes,
at other
Max.
times,
I
and you
see
need to be
pretending not
prepared
to see
for
me.
it. All right, so all I will say, regardless of how much you know about this game, is right here in this classroom at this time with the teacher there and Victoria and sad Kate who we're about to talk to. This scene here happens at least 3 times during the game. And one of the questions we should be asking ourselves is which are the real ones and which aren't, and are the different levels of reality going on? So here we go.
Even her school books are gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old?
So Hannah Telle is a great young voice actress, but she's nowhere near as experienced and established as
Of course.
Ashley
Victoria has
Birch.
to have the
And she talks
bestest,
about how
newest,
working with
most
Ashley Birch is like a
expensive
master
everything.
class in voice acting. All right, here's Kate.
Kate looks so sad and quiet
This will be
today.
important.
Poor
This is one of the
thing.
major subplots in episode 1.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hi, Max.
I hope I didn't embarrass you. I never know what that's referring to.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
So all of the voice actors and actresses in Life is Strange games are awesome, and I even have now follow some online because they're that super cool. Victoria says already won. Fuck Victoria. We don't need to
I
talk about
hear
her.
that. Want to go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
All right. So we know something's wrong with Kate. Can we find anything else about Kate at this time? So, like the Telltale series, which people are familiar with, they do these sort of drama soap opera mini-series with like superheroes and stuff. They release these in episode formats every month or two, which is great because it builds your suspense, but also, can be annoying when you just want to play the whole game.
Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
So, Game Design 101. If you want to make an adventure game, when you click the look command just to get a sense of what you're about to interact with, give a clue, but don't spend too much time. Because I'm going to click the interact button, and so you don't have to tell me everything when I hit the look button. Boom. Okay, so this is the beginning of
This
no
would make
right
a cool show.
answers. Rachel Amber. Oh, it's so sad if you know who Rachel Amber is. Oh, we'll get there soon. Oh. All right, so macro eyes, earning trophies on the PlayStation.
This is ridiculous.
Mr.
I always get so
Jefferson.
shy and nervous around Mr. Jefferson.
Whoa, what's that weird thingy over my screen? Interesting.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson.
I know that
can
Square
talk
Enix
to
is
you
cool with
for a
people
moment?
streaming this. I don't know why
Yes.
it's so difficult.
Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
And yes, this guy's a douchebag, and they don't hide it, which is great.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
So I'm going to be
Max,
playing.
You're a better photographer than a liar.
Yeah,
I
no matter
know
what you do,
it's a
it says
drag
you're
to
a
hear
bad
some
liar.
old dude
I'm going to be playing this
lecture you.
partially because I've
But
now
life
seen the
won't wait
all the
for you to
prequel
play
stuff
catch-up. You're
and
young,
this
the
whole
world is
thing.
yours,
I would
blah,
also be
blah,
playing it
blah,
to get
right?
some new answers,
But you
but
do
also
have a
don't want to
gift.
make any
You have
really
the fever
inhumane
to
and
take
disgusting
images,
decisions.
to
It's a
frame
tall
the world
order.
only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift.
All
with
right, lesson
others.
number 3 for
That's
game
what
makers.
separates the artist
Don't worry about how detailed the
from the
character models
amateur.
are, but make sure the sync on the lips is appropriate. All right. So Victoria is a huge biatch who we will meet
Every time I look
again.
at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
So quick backstory, Max grew up in this area. Chloe, her best friend, got accepted to this school right when Max was moving to Seattle. Right before Max moved to Seattle with her parents for work reasons, her Chloe's dad died in a terrible, unexpected car accident, and everything went to shit after that.
This is ridiculous. I always get so shy and nervous around Mr. Jefferson.
So here's what's great about this game is old school adventure games, there were a lot of stuff to look for, a lot of stuff to look at and look for, and you know, some of it's important, some of it's just flavor text, as they say in board games.
Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV
And it's
for a
important
class
because
monitor.
it
Can't wait to watch some more documentaries.
it's important in
on
terms
this
of the
bad boy.
direct puzzles because you don't want to always be told right away, like, oh, this thing's highlighted, it must be important. Sometimes it's not going to be important in terms of solving a puzzle, but it is important in terms of world building. This does that great.
So cool that we can check these out anytime. The Decisive Moment by Henry Cartier-Bresson. That's rare. Annie Leibovitz, mad respect.
All right, so nerds,
Amazing Eugene Smith.
Max is
Good to
a
see Abaddon among the
dweeby,
masters. Dolly, of course.
yeah,
Lots of people I
dweeby,
haven't
pretentious
heard of
super nerd.
I guess that's why I'm here.
But she's also a real sweetheart, but she's a pushover.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
I feel like you have
You always
Welcome to the real world.
cute.
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
Ooh, I like this teacher. She's cool.
Because Max wants everybody to see.
People are fat and regular looking, and it's great.
Out in the bathroom.
This is so much better than like
Splash
most
water
like
on my face
tweeny
and
movies.
Make sure I don't look like a total loser.
This also has the overwhelmingly positive review of both overall reviews and recent reviews on Steam, which almost nothing has. This has a highly devoted audience that loves it. Because if you get far enough in this game to discover why it's special, you're going to fall in love with it. And if it's not your type of game, you won't get very far before you give up on it, which is why they give away Episode 1 for free. Get it now, people. Awesome. Low-key, somewhat hipster, but totally unpretentious soundtrack, including Jose Gonzalez, one of my faves. All right. So there's lots of stuff going on here. I've been here before. I'm trying to figure out. I'm only gonna stop if I can talk to someone. I'm still getting used to the console controls for this, guys, so I apologize. I'm gonna try and not swing the camera around too much. Yeah, it's just gonna tell me about them. It's not gonna give me anything too useful. A lot of looks, no talks. Here's Brooke. She's
I've
cool.
seen Brooke hanging out with Warren.
She likes Warren, who likes me. Oldest story in the book. Are they gonna beat up this guy? Look at
I
this.
hate bully jockstraps like Logan.
Yeah, we don't like jock
And
straps.
he's a Vortex Club member.
All right, here we go, guys. I'm not gonna look at all of them, but here's the first.
It looks like she's been gone for
Rachel
months.
Amber, the love of Blank's life, who we haven't come across yet. The entire prequel. She is one of the two main characters, just like Chloe and Max are the main characters of this one. But when you first play this game, you don't know that you're ever going to meet her. Vending machine, There's probably some picture opportunities, more missing persons, and she's a cool teacher here. Can I talk to her now? Can I talk to Miss Grant?
Miss
No,
Grant
I guess not.
is a great science teacher.
Yep, again, great game design, pushing you towards the bathroom that you think is just hanging out here, but suddenly, what? Bathroom? Something I can interact with? Alright guys, so if you're watching right now, you better get on board with me, because here's where shit goes crazy, and it's going to be hard to explain things after this if you don't watch this and what happens after in the realizations. Here we go.
Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown, except for me.
Wow, I'm getting goosebumps, even though I've been here watching other people and myself before. Alright. I'm gonna take this real slow.
Now, who would bother to write
Oh,
that crap?
fuck you, Rachel Amber is a bitch. You're a bitch. Fuck you. Oh, I don't want to use the mirror yet. There's a mirror. Okay.
The last time I got a flu shot, I got the flu. Fuck you.
We love Rachel Amber.
I remember when somebody punked the alarm
Alright,
last month.
so I apologize
At
in
least I
advance
got
if I
a science
screw up.
class for that quiz.
Okay, the time travel's about to happen. Control time travel. I apologize if I screw up once or twice because I'm playing with a controller, which are not great for these type of games, and is actually easier on a phone, I think. And I was hoping to play this on the computer. So if I screw it up once or twice, I apologize. Alright, here we go. Everything in this whole universe, the Life is Strange universe, the game, the prequel, everything else fan fiction revolves around
I
this.
feel like the universe is taunting me everywhere I go today. It all started with that bizarro dream in class. Am I going crazy?
I will give PlayStation. They make it easy, just plug in your freaking microphone. All right. Whew. Breathe. Okay, here we go.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have
That photo
a
right
gift.
there. Everything going on here. Holy shit. Holy
Fuck
shit.
it.
No, Max! No! The
When
butterfly
a door
effect.
closes, a window opens. Or something like that. Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
All right, here we go. Look, it's a beautiful
Whoa,
butterfly.
Where did that butterfly come from?
I'm gonna take a picture
look like
with this
any
old
kind
camera.
I've
Where did
ever
that camera
seen
come from? We'll get back to
The
that.
blue wings are practically glowing. I can almost feel the air moving around me.
And
feels almost like a
3,
spirit.
2, 1, cue. Oh man, this never stops being heartbreaking here.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
Here she
I
is,
hope you
Chloe
check the
Price,
perimeter, as my step-ass would
Ashley
say.
Birch. God bless.
Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing
Business.
for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around
Drugs,
here.
money.
I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can
Who's
see
this
the
blue-haired
headlines now.
pirate?
Leave
Super
them out
heroine.
of this bitch.
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who
Oh,
the
shit.
fuck I am or who you're messing around
No.
with.
Did you get that? What are you doing?
I fucking
Come
hate
on,
this
put
every
that thing
time.
down.
Ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No!
Oh no. Here comes the Donnie Darko shit. There's the gun.
Whoa. What the fuck?
What the
How
fuck?
can that be?
All right,
I
here's
was
number
in the
2 in the
bathroom.
classroom.
He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand,
All right, guys. So
and I was back here.
He likely was.
if you are an insane completionist,
I
you
already
still are
heard
going to
this
look around as much as possible before you go back to the bathroom. If you're everybody else, you're going to run to the bathroom and say, "I'll deal with that stuff later."
Again.
I'm going to try and find a middle ground here.
And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now,
Shit!
can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer?
cannot believe this.
Camera
Human
broke.
condition in black and white.
Okay, if I'm crazy,
All right.
I might as well go all the way.
Bueller.
Diane.
Can I actually reverse time?
So all the best time travel stories are best when the person realizes it's happening. Whether they believe it or not, it's best when the person believes it really early on
I did it.
because they can just sense it.
I actually did
A
it.
photographer who perfectly captured the
human
human
time
condition in black
machine.
and white. Anybody?
All right, so
Max,
we know that there's a
don't
certain
freak out.
level of
Not
events,
yet.
which
Victoria.
I'm glad
Why
I'm familiar with
Because of
this,
her images of
but it's all
hopeless
triggered with the
faces.
selfie
I feel
taking.
totally
When I
haunted
took
by
my
this.
selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
Now we know the answer to the
If he
question.
does again, I'll know
Max
this is for
making
real.
what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max.
Jefferson's a douche, but I have to agree.
I know
It's a
I'm
dumb
not
word
doing
for a
this.
great photographic tradition.
Portrait has been
Taking
I can
self
tell.
photos.
early 1800s. Your generation.
So I
was the
can go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead
I
yet?
couldn't resist.
She's still thinking
Can
about
I
the
save
girl.
her?
Portraiture
Thing
has
is, if
always
you never
been
played it
a vital
before,
aspect of
you're
art
like, I
and
don't know that girl,
photography
I need
but
to
we
go to the
do.
bathroom quickly and check
We just
it
don't know
out.
that we do.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
So they're not even giving you the option to answer correctly here, even though we know the answer. But
I'm sorry, but I
We'll go
really
through the
have to use
motions
the
here.
bathroom.
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody here
Shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need time to save that
so
girl.
we have to rewind
process that gave
again
portraits is
just
sharp
to make
reflective
sure
style, like
it's
a
a
mirror.
real.
Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very
Sad
good,
face.
Victoria.
What if I rewind
The
again
Daguerrean process
and give him the right
brought out
answer?
fine detail in people's...
We're rewinding. All right, look at the upper left.
Max,
There
since
we go.
you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the
So
conversation, can you
later in the game,
please
you have to
tell
actually
us the name
pick
of the
where to
process that
stop.
gave
Early
birth
on, they
to
kind of
the
hold your
first
hand, which is smart.
self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, that even underlines it. You know, the thing that does this game as well, because it's episodic, is if you've discovered the information of something definitively, it'll underline it for you. In the prequel, where time travel is less of a thing, or not a thing, and it's more just straight dialogue, they make you have to work a little bit more for dialogue options. But here, because you're playing 5 episodes spaced apart, it wouldn't be fair to make people remember it. So it's the Daguerrean process.
The
Let's see what
Daguerrean
happens.
process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone.
All right, so
Hey
now
guys, don't forget the deadline.
we
submit
need
a
to
photo
get by
in the
him to
Everyday
get to the
Heroes
bathroom.
Contest. I'll fly out with the winner to
We
San
only got a certain
Francisco,
amount
where
of
you'll be
time.
feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you
All
are
right, here we
not
go.
crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Everyday hero.
Still have to do your homework this week. Even
All
if you're
right,
submitting
so
your photo for the competition,
what happens if we
every
just walk towards the
class
door?
is
They'll
turning
let
your
us go,
photos.
right?
You see the
No
door?
problemo.
I see you, Max Caulfield.
Oh,
Don't even
just
think
kidding.
about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid
Fucking teacher.
handing in her picture.
I'm not avoiding,
I'm not
bitch.
avoiding, just...
Biding time.
I'm gonna try and play
waiting
strong
for
Max
the
in this playthrough.
elusive right moment.
Exactly.
Max,
This guy's never wrong. He's just a
don't wait
dick.
too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're
Right.
busy making other
So
plans.
here's the first example of a thing where you're
on.
clearly just learning
Don't
a
let me
thing
stop
to
you.
go back in time and say the thing to the person, and they don't. Ooh, L1. Okay. It's actually not bad with the control, to be honest with you.
Class is turning in a photo, so you see the dilemma?
I know, Mr. Jeff.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
So
Yes.
he said a quote. We're
Excuse
gonna go
you.
back in time, and we're
Victoria.
gonna preempt him with the
Excuse
quote.
us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
John Lennon
I'm on
said.
top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other
I know I'm only
plans.
streaming this at 720.
Max, you're on
I wish it was
fire today.
1080, but for this
All
game,
the
it don't
right
matter.
answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
So one of the cool things that this game makes you ponder is, do I use my power to correct sort of small social injustices or even less significant, if that makes sense? And as opposed to just using the time travel for life or death situation. We'll get back to that. All right, here we go. So if you were really anal, which some people are, and I respect it, you would now go
hope I
back to
have
all
enough
the
time
people
to
we
get to the
observed in
bathroom.
the few we talked to in the initial
Please.
viewings
I can't tell
and talk to
anybody.
them again.
They'll think I'm crazy.
But we are not going to do that. I think there's even one with the principal, and I'm going to ignore it for now. Let's see if I'm forced to talk about it.
You remember that it's payday?
You know I don't tease.
Is this Warren? No, that's not Warren. Who's this guy?
Do with anything.
All right, here we go. So here's where I test the controller schematic here.
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
That's the thing. People can be super
out of this bitch.
unconfident about themselves and everything, but doesn't mean they're not observant. She's super observant.
Talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
All right,
Come on,
so
put that thing down.
Tell me
here we
what
go.
to
I
do.
say, okay,
so
Fire
need the hammer to
Bell
break
could
it
stop
open.
this, but I need a
I'm
hammer.
going to get in hella more trouble for this.
I gotta
than
move
drugs.
it. There's a hammer. Do I have time?
Get that gun away
Taking
from
the
me
hammer,
right now.
me, and then she's gonna get
Holy
shot.
shit, I can't let this happen.
But
For this
if I can reverse time again, I can help her.
there we go. Now I have the hammer though,
Tell me what to do.
and we're gonna hit the hammer against the Fire Bell because you keep objects.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
There we go.
Another shitty day.
That did not happen. This
So great
cannot be
storytelling.
real.
If you played this
I just saw
before,
a girl get
we know
shot
who that
and
girl
then
is
saved her.
completely,
What the fuck is going on?
but because of her hair and her
not
attitude, and it's been a
freak
while,
out.
we're as a character, Max, we're not sure right now. Okay.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls
I'm not going to
always
say
use
anything
that
with this
excuse.
character right here, the security guy,
Excuse for
because
what?
if you know who he
Whatever
is, you know who he
you're up
is,
to,
and if you don't,
your
I'm going to keep my
face
mouth
is
shut.
Covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone.
I will
and
say,
please
what
turn
this
off
game does
that
well
alarm since
is,
that's your job.
in the first act, you meet most of the important, both students, children, as well as adult characters. But some of them are way more important than others, and they do a good job of disguising it. Okay, so can I go by the principal without even talking to him? Let's see. He does. Right, so I can accuse people of doing stuff here with the principal, but everyone does, and I've done it, so I'm actually going to ignore him.
Hold on, Max.
Oh,
Come back
can't
here.
ignore him.
You look a little stressed out.
Okay, so
Are you
Strong
okay?
Max.
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or
Can always
have
be
you
upfront with me.
done something wrong? Is that it?
You can always be honest with
Well,
me,
Max,
little girl. Except if you've
talk
done
to
something wrong, then I will crucify you. Report Nathan, hide the truth. So I've seen both of these happen. And for the sake of having a more subtle storyline, I'm going to hide the truth. I'll explain why later.
I just got sick in class. Female trouble.
Except you're wandering around
Yep.
like a zombie. And do you think that's the first time a student has used that line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr. Jefferson's
Just
class.
tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It happens, you know.
There's that
Basically,
teen
for the sake
toot
of
again.
complexity and
I've
storytelling,
heard enough.
if someone's going to
Don't think
die,
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to try
what
and
goes
save
on
them. But
around here.
otherwise,
You've
I'm
only
going
been here for
to
3
be
weeks,
sort of
and you're
shy
already
Max,
causing
which I do
conflict.
think is more
I
interesting,
don't
even
think
if
your
it's
parents
frustrating
will
at
approve when they
times.
find out. Now get outside with class. Please.
Yeah, he reams you out no matter what happens in this scene.
No, he does not buy that at all. I may have just flushed my scholarship down the toilet.
Yeah, you say I may have just flushed my
Yes, I
scholarship down the
could
toilet,
rewind
but if you
and
say
actually
Nathan,
tell him
he's
the
not
truth.
going to be into it either. All right, here we go. So here's the beginning of this semi-open world. It's not open world, but... So here's where we get to talk with a bunch of students for the first time. So I feel like with my knowledge of all the multiple roots and endings in this, but also realizing that acting like a know-it-all is not the best way to play this game. I'm also playing with a controller, so I apologize again. It's not as smooth as I would like for a point and click, even a 3D one. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a lap around. We're going to say hi to everybody. And then we'll move on to the next bit. More missing person.
Posters?
It's all Rachel
Somebody
Amber.
really
Here's
wants
Rachel
to
Amber.
find Rachel
Okay.
Amber.
So here's some stoners. Hi, Hayden.
Hey, Hayden.
There she is, the retro selfie master.
That's me, all right.
So if you went to private college,
relaxed
even if you went to
as
public
usual,
high school,
Hayden?
like I went to
It's a
public
skill
high
one
school but private
cultivates
college,
at Blackwell,
it's basically the same.
especially when one represents the Vortex Club.
People in private high schools are very immature, and people in private colleges are way more immature than they should be. Let me not jump right into Nathan
What
Prescott.
the hell is the Vortex Club anyway? It seems so elitist.
Only if you're not cool enough to get in, and it doesn't hurt your resume.
If you say so.
I do, but you should actually come hang with us one night. Then you wouldn't be so inclined to gossip.
You mean hang with the Vortex Club?
I usually
That
say
sounds
F you to
like
the
the
Vortex
setup to
Club.
a
Let's see what
horrible
happens
prank.
here.
Chillax, paranoia girl. We're not that desperate for fun.
Chillax,
We know how to
paranoia
do that
girl.
on our own.
It seems weird to think about partying with all those Rachel Amber posters.
Oh,
up.
Rachel Amber.
You're
There it
high.
is.
Rachel used to hang out with
No,
us too.
you're
She
high,
was a
douche.
blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
I'm going to keep going
So
Rachel route.
You knew Rachel Amber.
I knew she liked to party. Fun to be around.
So the continuity between this and the
Oh,
prequel
yeah,
where we
she was
are with
hot.
Rachel Amber is really seamless. Ooh, what happened to her? Did Victoria like Rachel? See, this is why dialogue-based adventure games are the best. Right here. Rachel's in Vortex Club. I'm more confused. Let's talk later. Did Victoria like Rachel? What happened to her? That's the most realistic
What do you
choice.
think happened to her?
Whatever happens to people who disappear without a trace.
Did Victoria like Rachel? She seems like the jealous type.
Don't think you know Victoria so well. She respected Rachel. Even if
She
she
did
didn't act
not
like it.
respect Rachel's bullshit, dude. Fuck him.
Rachel was actually a member of the Vortex
If only Chloe was here, I'd smack you all around.
Rachel was like her own club. She was actually too
Yeah,
cool
this
for
is
us.
this was for reals
And
right
I'll
here. She was
deny
too
I
cool
ever
for all of
said
them.
that.
Yep. Here's
Do you
Nathan.
really want Nathan Prescott to represent?
Oh, please. Nathan is like everybody's voodoo doll. Kill the rich kid. He's all right and a fun guy to hang with. Fuck the haters.
He seems unstable. I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna be
Fair enough,
shy.
but I'm still not going
Shy
to
Max.
party with him.
Your loss, bro.
Sorry,
It's
just moving the mic
fucking
here.
Hilarious when he's blazed, and he does always have the best shit.
Oh, he's not
Let's
gonna,
talk
they're not
later.
gonna talk shit about their drug
Bye,
dealer.
Max. No, I have to get my chemical on and study.
Let me
should get
let me
you
know
and
if this
Dana
is
out
too
one
quiet
night.
back here. All right, that's Hayden. Hey, who's this? This is Brooke. She likes Warren. Warren likes us. This can't go wrong, right?
Let me guess. You want to fly my drone?
Is that really yours? Is that even legal?
Of course. Nobody knows about it yet.
Isn't it considered a weapon of war?
Oop, sorry.
You
Hit
read
the mic.
too many conspiracy sites. This might be too complicated for you. Funny. Warren said you were smart. Please, step back.
So this is where it begins. Should I bother using my powers to see if I get this girl to like me, who clearly does not like me and is threatened by me? Well, let's try. No, stop moving back. See, this is the problem with moving back. Too far back.
Hi, Brooke.
Let me guess.
Is that really yours? Is that
Too
even
far
legal?
back.
Of course.
Isn't it considered a weapon of war?
You read too many conspiracy sites. This might be too complicated for you.
I'm not gonna hit the L1
Funny.
button in the
Warren
future.
said you were smart.
Alright, so I can look at her bag.
What a complicated name for such a
B400
tiny
High Fly Evo. Well, maybe.
Sorry, Max. I have to focus on making
Oh,
sure
I
this
guess I'm
drone
going all the way
doesn't crash.
back. Here we go.
Hi, Brooke.
Let me guess.
I seem to be grasping at
you
my
want to fly
nose.
my drone?
Oh, it's a high fly drone. How do I know that?
That looks like
I
a
have
high fly
superpowers.
drone. Model B400 EVO. Now, that's a nice piece of tech.
You're full of surprises. Why would you know that?
I love aerial photography.
One
Drones
of the
are
lessons of
perfect
Life
for
is
that,
Strange
especially
early
those with
on
great
is that
range.
it seems
It's a new era
people
of
just
energy.
want to hear what people
Most
want to
impressive,
hear.
Max.
You
Warren
flatter
said you were
people regardless of
multifaceted.
their interests and
Here,
personality. You
Give
get
the
what you
drone a
want.
whirl around campus.
A little bit like anime dating simulators, but we won't go there. I don't care. You guys can fly the drone. I'm just gonna give you a taste, guys. Alright. So I succeeded with that. Oh, we got something from Warren. I love how it's like live as you open it up. Sorry, running late. Insane day. Hello. I'll meet you in the lot. Cool. You'll see. My camera will be ready. See you shortly. I hope so. Ba 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 ba.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Oh, the flash drive. Is this the run here? Yeah, look at a cute little trot. Look at this cute little trot. You guys play the game, you can read all the posters. But here's more Rachel Amber.
Posters over posters? I'm sure this poster has stopped millions of bullies.
I'm running, look at me, I'm Max Caulfield.
Now I have to go back to the dorm. This day never ends.
Alright, who else can I talk to here? Who else can I talk to? Look at this tree. Can I sit here? Oh, this is a great Life is Strange moment. You just sit and think about stuff.
So bizarro to be back here after 5 years. I thought I could just fit right back in at school. But with all this shit going on, I'm even more an outsider. And who can I confide in besides my
Jesse and Dodger
journal
did
and my
invent a
camera?
great Life is Strange game, which is during these sort of
Man,
nebulous
these are supposed to be the best years
acoustic
of my
finger
life.
picking sessions to come up with hilarious
This
songs.
is what it's like to be alone and feel lonely at once.
I won't embarrass you with them unless they're decent, but I like the idea. Alright, so let us run around here and then we'll take a quick break. You definitely don't want to run the thing in this game ever, even if you have the option. It's just not worth it. There's too much cool stuff to look at. It's another stoner over here. Justin.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max.
Come to Thrash?
To get the max. Thrash.
Thrash? You mean stage diving or...
You're such a poser. If you can't even name a simple nose slide or a tray flip, you should walk on.
So this game is highly, highly manipulative. Alright, let's try it here.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the max. Come to Thrash?
I came to nose slide. But I'd love to see somebody do a tree flip.
Even though you have
sick.
superpowers in
You're
this
not a
game, you
poser.
actually don't have very much
Nah,
power.
I
We'll
just
get to
can't
that.
skate worth shit.
Oh, check it. We're gonna destroy
So
some rails
here's
for you.
right. So
What do
here's
you
when we
wanna
need to
see?
pick out what rail trick. No slide, tray flip. I think I want a no slide.
I'd love to see a nose slide.
I might have
Let's
screwed
get
that up.
Trevor all over that action.
Does he fall? No, that wasn't that exciting. That was not very exciting.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the
I came to nose slide.
Let's see what happens
But
with the
I'd
other
love to see
thing.
somebody do a tree flip.
This is for a photo, by the
Oh,
way.
sick.
This
You're
isn't
not a
even an
poser.
important thing.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Oh, check it.
Tray flip.
Go for a tree flip.
Let's get Trevor all over
I think
that
this is for
action.
a photo. Oh yeah, there it is. Photo. Oh, this game is so silly. It's so silly. Hey, what's the teacher doing outside? We've seen her a couple times already. This must be important.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Excuse me, Max.
It is
I
crazy
know
once these
everybody
guys
loves
got bought
being asked
out
to sign a petition.
by a
But
real
would you do Miss
studio.
Grant
How
a
much better
favor
the
and
animation
hear me
got in the prequel Before the Storm. Sure.
Sure, I
I'm
always
Max.
have
I would
time for
sign
you.
it.
What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance
Oh,
cameras all
David
around
Madsen,
the
chief of
campus.
security.
Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high security penitentiary.
Who's David Madsen?
David Madsen doesn't need another excuse to harass students here.
Max, this isn't about personalities. This is about protecting civil rights and our school's legacy of freedom. Blackwell Academy has a noble heritage, from the Native Americans who founded this land to the pioneers who shared it in peace, not fear and violence.
Blackwell is that old? That's incredible.
You should learn a little history about your alma mater. You'll find some fascinating facts. There's a lot of
Nope,
power
don't wanna
in
know
this
about it.
region. I think it helps the creative juices flow around here. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
Sure.
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. Oh, thanks, Kristen, for retweeting the tweet. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. There's gotta be some other more interesting conversation. Stella.
Hey there, Stella.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
He's aloof? I think so. Not sure yet.
I'm not sure yet. I mean, he's clearly a genius, but I don't agree with everything he says.
He does get a bit pretentious, but he's passionate and just says what he thinks. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
Ew.
Victoria is pretty obvious.
Ew, Victoria.
I don't
She's
think
the
she's
worst.
closed the deal, but she's not the only player.
Oh, god
Now,
damn it. They're all trying to
how do
sleep
you
with their
know this?
professor. Jesus Christ.
You have a lot
Their
to
teacher.
learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely
Oh,
had
God.
sex with him.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I heard that from a good source.
What good source?
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
Who is this guy?
That's so cool that Blackwell is doing a show of Mr. Jefferson's
Alright,
work.
so I think I'm gonna meet some of the nerds coming up here. Nope. She doesn't want to talk to me? That's cool. Oh, here we go. This guy's cool. Okay, so this is the beginning of... You can tell that this was written by men because a lot of girls find this creepy and a lot of men find this creepy.
What's up, Daniel?
But you really close off
hi,
a major
Max.
portion of the story if you don't say yes to his
ask you a
request, which is
question?
about to happen.
Would you mind letting me sketch you? I do put my sketches on Facebook, though.
I'd be honored, Daniel. Makes me feel like a muse.
Funny, you should say that. I was just thinking
You have to
about
say
my
yes.
real muse,
Trust me.
Rachel Amber.
I rewound time literally just for this. Here comes the Rachel
So
Amber
what happened
backstory.
to
You guys
her?
can
There's
listen to
gotta
this.
be a story.
She just stopped coming to class. Some people said she ran away. Some say she jumped off a cliff. I just hope she's okay.
Hmm.
You knew her?
No, but once she asked me to draw her portrait. Oh, she was a natural.
Hard to avoid her posters all over campus.
Kills me to see her sweet face used as a crime photo. She had a good heart.
Okay, why don't you start drawing me?
Whoa,
Even though
that
I must be a
clipped.
step down from Rachel.
No way, you're a good substitute, Muse.
Yeah, creepy guys who want to draw random girls, not
Oh,
creepy.
that's a good posture.
I mean, you just have to assume that she's thought about this guy just in terms of a human being before and been like, he's not so bad. He's just a nerd. Because if you say no, like him and a bunch of people never talk to you again.
Best portrait
Aww.
ever.
It is a great portrait. Alright. This action will have consequences. Those are good consequences. Did I miss anyone here? Is this the guy who fell on the skateboard? You're not important. I'm running around the campus. Running to the dorm. Did I miss anything? I probably missed tons of stuff because life is strange. Who are these people? Oh, more graffiti. Who does graffiti?
Clever.
We have to play the game. Vortex Club sucks. There's Luke. I don't remember this guy.
Hello?
Max, I don't feel like talking.
No.
What's wrong?
I'm pushy.
Nathan Prescott, little rich bitch
Yeah,
kid.
he is a
He
bitch.
thinks he can own people like his parents own Blackwell. Like he
Fucking
owns
son of
the
a bitch.
Vortex Club.
Motherfucker.
Yes, he's a nasty piece of work.
Yep.
Somebody needs to take that prick down.
He'll take himself down.
Yeah, history always proves that, right? Just wait for justice.
Oh, they call me a sheeple? Fuck you. Now I don't want anything to do with you. You know what? Go fuck yourself. I already saved someone's life today. What did you do? Alright, so this guy's someone who reminds you 1,000% of a hipster, and yet you like him. And I have lots of hipster friends, and it's because of guys like this. I think.
Evan's portfolio always looks so uber pro. I'd love to see his photos in there. Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max.
By the way, if
Let's
you guys
answer
want a
simple
completionist playthrough,
Who photographed the famous
that's
fallen
very
soldier?
funny. If someone who's never played it before, watch Jesse Cox with Dodger guiding him. I think it's Robert Capa.
Robert
I don't know why I
Capa,
remember
of
that.
course. I love his work, despite the controversy about that photo.
My. This quiet child knows things.
Yeah, he's
That's
a douche.
why I'm here.
You're a kindred spirit, Max. Would you care for a perusal of my portfolio?
Oh, he would let me peruse.
It's not a
Yeah, I'll
privilege I
peruse the
grant to many.
portfolio.
I'd be
Hell
honored,
yeah.
sir.
I'd be honored, sir. Yeah. All right. So here we go.
These
Thumbs up,
photos
thumbs
are
down.
Great.
First photo, thumbs up.
And Rachel
thumbs
Amber's
up.
face is mesmerizing.
All of these are thumbs up. Rachel Amber photos, all thumbs up.
Hi,
Can I talk to him about it?
As you can see, Rachel Amber was my favorite
Yeah, we can
model
see
here.
Rachel Amber. She
She
made
knew
sure.
exactly
Oh, was your
what
favorite
angles
model?
worked best with my eye.
You were close.
Like brother and sister in arms. She understood me. Never
She
judged
understood me, never judged
I
me.
hated her Vortex
God, did they
club
nail
clip,
Rachel
but
Amber in the
she never acted
prequel?
like she cared.
When they
Her
had to
friends
actually
were her
cast her,
friends.
they fucking
What do you
nailed
think
her.
happened to her?
Nothing good, Max. Nothing good.
Nothing good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not like this. Not like this. Here we go to the dormitories. All right, guys. I'm going to save here, take a quick break, and I will be back on in a bit. Thank you for watching.
Come on, Logan. Bring it, bro.
We'll let this play out.
I need to go to my room and return.